There's a significant rise of the disease Alzheimer's, not only in older Americans, but in younger Americans, due to the processed foods that we eat. And they say by 2050, they expect 13.8 million people to have Alzheimer's. I'm out here this afternoon taking my second walk of the day with my dog, my buddy Truman. He loves coming to the park. It's good for him, and it's good for me. And I thought today we'd talk a little bit about the 5 foods that I've given up. And I've given them up not only for my waistline, but for my brain.
Alzheimer's is on the rise, and at age 65, 1 in 9 people will develop the disease, which is about 11%. It rises to 13.1% at age 75.
So if you're someone young, believe it or not, you're at a higher risk because of the processed foods that are in our stores. If you're someone young, you've probably grown up on processed foods, and they're very inflammatory to your system. So I want to talk to you about the 5 deadly foods that I've given up. Now, the first food that I've given up, chips. Yeah. You know that old saying, you can't eat just one? Well, it's true. It's definitely true for me. So I've given up potato chips, and here's the reasons why.
First of all, they're addictive, and the food industry makes them addictive on purpose. Potato chips are literally the living definition of empty calories that do nothing for you other than make you gain weight and cause inflammation within your body. Taking a low-quality potato, then frying it in inflammatory seed oil, then dousing it with some salt. Now that's a recipe for some good health.
I love those salt and vinegar ones. I even love the barbecue ones. They're addictive. But there's no nutritional value. 0 nutritional value in a potato chip. It's a poor quality form of starch, and it's deep fried in normally seed oils, which are extremely bad for you.
Potato chips are loaded in salt and can potentially raise your blood pressure. But more importantly, frying foods at high temperatures increases your risk of cancer.
The second food that I gave up to save my waistline and my brain is sugary baked goods. Any type of baked good with sugar. Cupcakes, cake, any type of food that raises your blood sugar isn't good for your body or your brain.
There's so many reasons not to eat that chocolate cake. But if I'm being totally honest, probably just as many reasons that you would want to, like spending your holidays with the in-laws. But highly processed sugary foods lack nutrients and fiber, leading to blood sugar spikes, which will also make you very hungry.
Type 3 diabetes is what it's called now. Alzheimer's is also known as type 3 diabetes. Constant inflammation and consumption of sugary foods, high fructose corn syrup.
These are all reasons to reconsider eating pastries, cakes, and anything loaded in high amounts of sugar.
Oh, you're just gonna hate me for this one. The third one I gave up, ice cream. Oh yeah, loaded, sugar, fat. Yeah, ice cream.
Okay, so here are my reasons. Number 1, excess sugar. It increases obesity, diabetes, and inflammation. Second, unhealthy additives. They use a lot of artificial flavors, emulsifiers, and stabilizers in ice cream. And third, high fat saturation. There's lots of fat, and I am at risk for heart disease. Now, if there's a special occasion, maybe like my birthday, I might splurge once, maybe twice a year, but that's about it. But honestly, a bowl of strawberries with some whipped cream is really just as good.
Here's another one for you that you probably now want to throw a rock at the computer. French fries. Yep. I don't eat them anymore. And let me give you a few reasons as to why you should stop eating them.
While we all love French fries, they are loaded with trans fats and inflammatory oils. So if you want to increase your chances of getting heart disease, just keep eating them. They're very high on the glycemic index, so they will spike your sugar and increase your chances of getting diabetes. Frying food in high temperatures does increase your risk of cancer. And just like those chips I mentioned, it's a bunch of empty calories, very little nutritional value in a French fry.
And the fifth food that I've quit eating and I don't eat anymore is fried meat, fried fish, fried chicken. Just don't eat fried protein of any type. I mean, whoever said that putting bread on a piece of meat and deep frying was good for you had lost their mind. All of the foods that I've outlined have one thing in common. They're highly processed, and highly processed foods are poison for your body. They're poor in nutrients and create chronic disease throughout your entire system. I hope I've inspired you to take these items out of your diet. I care about you, care about your health, and that was the purpose of this video. You know, one of the most difficult things about making videos outside at a park is there are people around. Peace and quiet is now gone. So I'm gonna finish up this walk with my bud Truman. I hope you got something out of this video. It's meant to inspire you to improve your diet. If you want to know more about how foods affect your blood sugar, I do have a video on it, and I'm gonna stick it at the end. I started using a continuous glucose monitor. I've got a complete video on it and why you might consider using one too. Check it out at the end. Take care. You're just dying to go after that dog, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Yup. You're being a good boy. You are? You're being a good boy.